5 minutes after 10 o'clock. It is time for Ocala Magazine Radio. And the effervescent Kelli Hart is in the studio. She's the executive editor of Ocala Magazine Radio. Well, that too. Ocala Magazine.
Yes.
And talented writer, a good friend of the station. And good morning. And you've got a beautiful guest today who with a great handshake. So.
Yes.
Good morning, Kelli.
Good morning. Yes, I do. I have a fantastic guest with me this morning. It's her name is Karen Hatch, and she's the symphony chair with Fine Arts for Ocala. And they are preparing to do Symphony Under the Stars very soon on Mother's Day, which they do annually.
Nice.
And Ocala Magazine is very excited because this year we have partnered with FAFO and are very excited about that partnership. So we are the official publication of FAFO this year. So we're going to particularly cover the Symphony Under the Stars event and then, of course, the Downtown Art Festival, which, well, now it's downtown like it was last year, so which they also do annually. So it's really exciting because Ocala Magazine and part of what we do is so creative, and there's so many artists involved within the company. On a personal level, we just are passionate about the arts. So I said, why are we not more of a partner with FAFO? Because it's such a great community organization. So we worked that out, and so this year we'll be covering these events exclusively, and we're just super excited. So with Mother's Day coming up, I wanted to invite Karen so that she could talk to us about the event, but also talk to us about FAFO. So good morning, Karen. Thanks for being here this morning. Tell us a little bit about the history of the Symphony Under the Stars, or as much as you know as a chair.
The Symphony Under the Stars is one of FAFO's main events for the year. It's a community event that we participate in, facilitate for the community to bring some fine arts to Ocala through the Ocala Symphony Orchestra. And we partner with the orchestra, who's got phenomenal things going on right now themselves, in order to bring a family fun event to the Ocala Golf Club. And this is our 49th year.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and I am a fairly new board member to Fine Arts for Ocala, something that over the years I've been passionate about, and then was honored with the request of being a board member 2 years ago, and work with their financial side. I'm a commercial lender at Center State Bank, so that's kind of my area of expertise. And when I saw this event and its glory, because it is such a great community event, I wanted to be more a part of that and decided to chair it this year. And we have a great time. It's very fun. We're changing up the venue just a tad bit. We're going to be on the driving range this year, which will be fun.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So we sell merchandising there. We have we're looking at having some kid-friendly activities, because we know that a lot of people bring their children, and we want to have some activities there for them this year. We have food vendors that participate. Palm is our presenting sponsor, Palm Chevrolet, and we appreciate all the support that they've given us over the years. And we just look forward to doing it our 49th year. So.
It is very exciting. I don't know, Larry, if you've ever gone to Symphony Under the Stars, but I know that you're very familiar with both FAFO and the Ocala Symphony Orchestra. So if you've ever been to a symphony orchestra event, you already know the quality of music and the presentation that they provide and their great reputation here in town. And so I've gone to this event before. It's a lot of fun. First of all, it's a perfect thing to do with mom.
Absolutely,
so it's really a lot of fun, especially if you're a mom and you have a mom, and everybody can come together as a family and bring your blankets and spread things out and bring your chairs. And it is really a very lovely event. And of course, you see tons of people that and other moms. And everybody's very happy because it's Mother's Day and getting to spend time with your children. I'm really lucky because I live in the same town as my mom, and I've always, for 36 years of life, I've never really lived away from my parents, and so I kind of take that for granted sometimes. So when I hear people say that they're coming home to spend Mother's Day, with their mom, or they haven't seen her in months, I'm reminded how blessed
That's
that I
right.
am.
That's
So
right, yeah.
so what a wonderful event to be able to go and support not only FAFO, but to hear the symphony and the Ocala Golf Club, which is beautiful. I know it's gone through some multiple renovations over the years, and it is really an absolutely lovely event. So I'm already sold on it because everybody that's involved, of course, I love. But for somebody who is going to go for their first time, kind of explain what everybody does and the things that you can bring, because I'm not even sure if you can bring beer or wine.
Yes.
If that's allowed. Excuse my cold. I still have the same cold from last Friday.
I wouldn't have done it if you didn't say something.
Oh my goodness, I just feel like I'm raspy as can be, but
Great.
apologies for that. So yeah, so tell somebody if it's their first time what to expect.
We have a lot of activities at the event, but mainly it's a relaxing evening. Our gates open at 5:30, and if you want a great seat, we recommend that you get there between 5:30 and 6. You can pre-buy your tickets, so we have locations throughout Marion County, which I'll explain later, and we have 3 entrance gates, so that wherever you decide to park, there's a convenient location to be able to access the event itself. We will be having paid parking at the golf club this year, which will be on the Fort King side coming through one of the subdivisions there, and that'll be $5. We wanted to make sure it was very reasonable, but all the proceeds go back to supporting all of our scholarships and the things that we do within the community. We also have a merchandise tent, so if you're looking for fine art, we get donations through our art festival in the fall from the artists that attend, and then we turn around and we sell those to the community as an additional fundraiser. And we also, you can bring, some people bring blankets and wagons to put their stuff in. They bring their children. They bring their chairs. They can bring beer and wine. They can bring food. It's an open event. We also have food vendors there, so if they decide not to bring food, but they want to bring beer and wine or other refreshments, they can do that and then buy the food there. So it's, we pretty much can cater to if they want to buy there or if they want to bring it in. This is an event for the community, so we're open to either or. You can buy tickets at the gate as well. So if you didn't buy your tickets in advance, you can also purchase them at the gate.
And where can people buy their advance tickets? You said there's a few
We do.
locations.
We have pre-purchase ticket arrangements. You can buy them online at our website, so that's fafo.org. And those are $15 for adults and $5 for children 6 to 12, and then children under 12 are free. We also have the following outlets, which is the FAFO office, which is located in the Marion Literacy Council building, right next to the downtown Ocala post office. And we have Macy's, Mojo's Grill, Ocala Civic Theater, Ocala Golf Club, which is formerly known as Muni, Shannon Roth, Olivia and Company, Stella's Modern Pantry, Your Heart's Desire, Yours Truly, and all of the Center State Bank locations throughout Marion County.
Wow. So there's no excuse. Basically, look left or right, and there's probably somewhere you can get your tickets. And I also want to mention that Karen did bring 4 tickets with her today. So if anyone wants to call in, they will get a set of 4 tickets to take their mom or their family on Mother's Day. So it's 622 WOCA. If you want to call in, we can put those tickets aside for you, which is really exciting. It reminds me, it's such a nice, quality, classy event. It reminds me of something like you would see in the Hamptons when people vacation in the Hamptons and they have these big community picnics with really beautiful, classy music and wine, and it's kind of like having a little piece of the Hamptons in Ocala.
And I think if you live in Ocala, not taking mom to Symphony Under the Stars is like not giving your wife flowers on Valentine's Day.
Oh yes.
Yeah, it's
you're doomed.
So,
you're definitely doomed.
I'm helping you with guilt. So.
Sure, absolutely. And not only is it a wonderful event, and it's a great memory to make with your mother or with your children. And what a great surprise gift for dads and hubbies to just surprise the family with. But it supports a great cause. So when we come back from the break, I want to talk about FAFO itself and what you guys do as an organization as well.
Good job. We'll be right back.
Thanks.
The weather's brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. A shower or thunderstorm from late morning on. Otherwise, clouds and some sunny breaks. High 79 to 84. Mainly cloudy tonight with a shower or thunderstorm in the evening. Low 65 to 69. Clouds and sunshine tomorrow with a shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon. High 82 to 86. Mostly cloudy on Sunday with some heavy thunderstorms around later in the day. High 85 to 89. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Steve Travis.
Ocala, you asked for it. Now Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens does it for you. You asked for more Duke de Rone azaleas at history-making low prices like $2.99. Now you've got it. Bob Wines has received another fresh shipment of those wonderful azaleas. These are salmon pink Duke de Rone semi-dwarf azaleas that are $5.99 anywhere else, but Bob's still selling them for just $2.99. Want larger ones? They've got ever-blooming red ruffle azaleas, regularly $5.99. You get 6 for $29.99. Here are more of this week's specials: daylilies, gardenia daisies, ivy geranium hanging baskets, and much more. All buy one, get one free. And super spring veggies by the 4-pack, just $2.49. Don't forget Bob's famous pine straw mulch, just $4.99, $4.49 when you buy 10 or more. Hurry though, these bargains won't wait. Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, Southeast 38th Street, Ocala, homegrown, locally owned since 1952.
Stay informed on everything going on in the Villages with the Village Spectator newspaper. The Village Spectator is exclusively devoted to the Villages with news, commentary, and more. And yes, they have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask is that you tell them where you heard about them. Call Tom's Picks at 804-1223 and pick up your copy of the Village Spectator today.
Now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online. Career Source Citrus Levy Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the first and third Wednesday of each month at 9:30 a.m. to Career Source Citrus Levy Marion and learn how they can help you.
That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a great price. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 840-0750. That's 840-0750.
All right, 18 minutes after 10 o'clock. Let's return to Ocala Magazine Radio. Your host is Kelli Hart, and Kelly's guest today is Karen Hatch. Ladies?
Yes, and exciting that someone was able to call in over the break and win those tickets. So he said his wife will be excited. So,
I bet, yeah.
So we're very excited for him. And I don't even want to say his first name because maybe it'll be a surprise.
Yeah.
So we want that to be a surprise for her. So I want Karen to tell us a little bit about FAFO itself as an organization so that when you're out supporting FAFO, whether it be at Symphony Under the Stars or perhaps the Art Festival or many of the other things they do throughout the year, you're better aware of what FAFO is. Because a lot of people, they think FAFO and they immediately just think the arts, of course, which is phenomenal enough, but maybe a little bit of specific information as to what that means and what FAFO does.
You know, the organization started many years ago. The event itself started in 1988, but FAFO was created prior to that, and it was really to cultivate fine arts in Ocala. We do that in multiple different ways. We partner and create synergies with other organizations that have similar causes and in reference to arts within the community. So the Ocala Civic Theater, Marion County Cultural Alliance. We look to partner with the public school systems and the private schools in reference to furthering their art programs, as most of us know, with school cutbacks. That's very, important to us that we are supporting our local schools in reference to arts and art programs. We partner with the city of Ocala. The city has done a phenomenal job with the linear park in downtown Ocala, and Melissa Townsend especially, she is a phenomenal supporter of fine arts art, of arts programs, and just cultivating that whole linear park throughout Tuscaloosa and downtown. That was one of the things that spearheaded the art festival and coming to central downtown area, with the Discovery Center in Tuscaloosa and now the symphony orchestra going into the old auditorium.
Which I love that idea. I'm glad somebody made that happen.
Yes.
That's
Well,
good stuff.
and that's our city. That's the
Well,
combination.
several people.
A lot of people, making that happen. But ultimately, the city owns the property. So and the supporters of the symphony, we partner with them obviously on this event, and so that's one of the things that we try to accomplish throughout Marion County. We've supported the art sculpture program that the city's Melissa Townsend's been bringing down to Tuscaloosa, and I would encourage, along with family fun events, I would encourage anyone who has a family and hasn't visited Tuscaloosa or downtown recently, that it's worth the trip. It's they've got a lot of phenomenal things going down.
I know tomorrow, for example, they have the Arbor Day Fest happening down there.
Really?
So I'm going to take Lily. In fact, I had already planned on it, but it was cute. I guess Madison Street School had made the announcement that there would be some things going on for families. So she came home and asked me, and I think it's great that she's excited about an opportunity to go down to the park and do the sidewalk chalk, and there's going to be fishing derbies and
yeah,
things.
we have such a great park, and I'm so glad.
Amazing.
Another thing I'm glad about, I mentioned before the show that I used to work at an assisted living facility. I used to take the residents there to go fishing.
Yeah.
And I thought, why
beautiful?
don't more people use the park? But now they do. So
They do.
It's a good thing.
It's definitely coming together. So both ends, from the downtown square and some of that business district there, all the way down to the new Riley Arts Center. I mean, you can really see that it's starting to blend, and there was no division. I mean, there's still a little division, obviously, because all of the projects aren't complete, but more and more things are starting to happen.
Yeah.
And Melissa's headquartered out of the old bus and train station in downtown, and
I
they're
didn't know
converting that to they call it the Magnolia Exchange, formerly known as the Art Depot, and they're going to have artists that will rent out space in that facility and have an ability for people to be able to showcase their work.
Oh, nice.
And Melissa's office is located there as well. So it's taking history, a part of our community, like the old auditorium and the old armory, which is where the Discovery Center is, and making it a useful piece of our community in current day and age, in reference to bringing culture and fine art to our town. So we are in support of all of those events that transpire through the downtown area and throughout the community.
If someone wants more information on FAFO as a whole, I believe the website is just fafo.org.
Absolutely.
Is that correct?
Yep,
okay.
FAFO.org.
All right. Yeah, I encourage everybody to find out more about FAFO if you don't already know about it. I know that I used to absolutely adore, and I still do, but even just when I was much younger, going to the art festival and to have it back downtown was such a huge deal to me, because I understand the benefit, obviously, for the small businesses there. But now, as an adult person, I was able to go back downtown, enjoy the art show, and then pop into some small businesses. And, we went up to the wine experience and had a glass of wine to just kind of sit down, and then went, back.
The wine experience is a piece of art.
Julie is a piece of art.
I know. That whole
She's
little
phenomenal.
spot on the planet is
I know.
just,
She is. She's like her own little universe, and you
yeah.
love her. And so it's great that everybody can come together and enjoy the art and support FAFO and all of those hardworking artists. I mean, it's so, you can go into a tent and not maybe like oil paintings or landscapes, but if you are an artist at all, or even just an appreciator of art, when you look at that, you understand that person's passion is in that piece of art. They've set up. You can't help but just be overwhelmed with enthusiasm when you're there. I mean,
you know what I always say to people who say, I'm not much of an artist, I don't want art museums and that kind of thing. I say, go into any home that has no art and tell me the difference, the way it feels. Or go into any hospital and tell me the difference it feels from a hospital that has art, or any facility like that, because it really, there's a place Robin and I play, it's called Deerwood, I think, and the art is amazing in this facility. And it really makes the place feel more like a home.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, and in addition to framed art, I mean, buy a beautiful piece of jewelry and wear it and love it, and then have it taken away and say, jewelry is considered an art
So
form.
what is the definition of fine art then? Does it include jewelry and things like that?
Yeah. At our art show, and I'm honestly, growing up, my family are never taught art, bought art. So one of the reasons I'm on the board of Fine Arts for Ocala was for me individually to be able to learn more and to appreciate art more. And I have 2 children, 10 and 12, and when we go to the art festival, I'm a part of the Collector's Circle Club, so I get $250 in FAFO cash. And so I tell them to walk around and pick the form that they like: clay, pottery, jewelry, oils, glass, and decide what they want, and then we swap off every other year. So one daughter buys something the first year, the next
nice.
daughter buys something the next year. This past year, I bought pottery that we eat off of. So I'm a very utilitarian person. If I'm going to buy art, it's got to be, I got to do something with it. Jewelry is a perfect example of that, and that's
Absolutely.
art.
I bought these little silver bangle bracelets at FAFO. I've worn them every day since. They're really simple, little sterling silver. But it was lovely because they were made and they were made to fit my wrist perfectly. I bought a coffee mug I use at the magazine that I would fight you over. I love this coffee mug and don't touch it type of thing. I even got gifts for the people I work with at the magazine and some of my friends, because that was an opportunity for me to appreciate it and support it and to give back. So, please research FAFO, understand really what they're about, and get out to Symphony Under the Stars. Call your mom, get your kids together, tell your husband to not make plans that day, and make that part of your day. It's phenomenal. And I want to also remind everybody that on Thursday, April 23rd, is our Celebration of Nursing event. So we're less than a week away. We've been talking about it now for months. We're super excited. It is at the Livestock Pavilion Auditorium. It is a free event. So there's beer, there's wine, there's music, there's hula dancers, there's vendors and food and a lot of fun, and it's free, and it's a way for us to invite nurses and people in the community to come and just honor all of these nurses who are effortlessly giving of their time away from their own families, even to care for and to protect ours. So we are very excited about that event. We have on the Ocala Magazine Facebook page, we have, we got numerous entries for an award, 3 awards that we're going to be giving on that evening. And so there was some selection processes in voting, and the very last selection of nurses, their photos are all on our Facebook page, and we've asked people to go and like those photos.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And the nurse with the most likes is going to be our People's Choice Award, and that will also be announced on Thursday evening. So it's really exciting, and the community has been super involved. So, make Thursday evening plans to get out to the Livestock Pavilion at 5:30 and celebrate nurses with Ocala Magazine and all of our fine sponsors. So, like us on Facebook. I'm sure FAFO has a Facebook page because
Absolutely.
I've liked it and I follow it, and we would love for people to either call Ocala Magazine for ticket information. You can go to fafo.org for ticket information, and we will also be giving away some tickets on our Ocala Magazine Facebook page. So if you want to win those tickets, of course, you have to like us and follow us on Facebook, which we hope you do and encourage you to do anyways. So if someone wanted to get in touch with you, if they have specific information that they want to get about the Symphony Under the Stars, how can they get in touch with you, Karen?
We have an office, and it's opened on a Monday through Thursday, and Maggie is at our office, and she can be reached at 867-0355. You can also coordinate tickets. You can pick up tickets from Maggie as well. We do have chair rental that you can rent.
Oh, nice.
So if you don't want to lug everything in and want us to provide a chair, I would recommend reserving those in advance, because we usually always sell out of our chairs. Maggie can be reached during the office. We also recommend that if you attend the event, bring a flashlight with you, just a little handheld flashlight, so that on your way back to your car you'll have that.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Very good. Very good. Maybe I could sell flashlights there. Just a basket of really cool flashlights.
There you go.
Thank you, Karen, for being here. Thank you, Larry, for having us.
Thank
and
you,
everyone
ladies.
have a fantastic weekend.
Thank you.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. An apparent dispute over the family business